certainly has an unusual name, but make no mistake, pickleball is addictive, and it is the fastest growing sport in America today. So put your questions aside and focus only on this one. Why haven't you played it yet? And while you ponder that, glue yourself into a chair and lock yourself into CBS Sports Network, because right now you're about to see the best players in the world battle it out from Naples, Florida. This is the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. The Paradise Coast of Florida is synonymous with white sand beaches and the warm Gulf of Mexico waters, but it is also now synonymous with pickleball. Welcome to the inaugural U.S. Open Pickleball Championships presented by Minto here at East Naples Community Park in beautiful Naples, Florida. And hello, everybody. Dave Benz alongside multi-time champion in the sport, Rob Elliott. Rob, we're happy to have you along.
Thank you.
Pickleball is a sport that is exploding right now nationally.
It really is. It's growing internationally all over the place. People are playing and giving up their other sports because it's one of the most addictive sports out there right now.
7 countries represented in this tournament, in which we will crown a champion here today on CBS Sports Network. Let's get into the rules. A lot of people may be familiar, others may be not. The games will go to 11 points. It's the best of 3. Points can only be scored by serving underhand, and they can only be scored by the serving team. The ball must bounce also on the return in addition to on the serve, and there is a non-volley zone. And Rob, the dimensions of the court similar to badminton in a way.
It is. It's very similar, and they're 20 feet by 44. There's a 7-foot no volley zone each side, and the net is about 34 inches in the middle and 36 inches on the outside.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit again about the serve. Obviously, it has to bounce when you have the serve, but also it has to bounce on the first return.
Yes, and it's very important what the player does at that point. They're either going to drop it back into the kitchen or they're going to hit a hard shot and follow it in.
And you talk about the kitchen, that is the affectionate term for the non-volley zone. What exactly is going on there?
The non-volley zone is where, in order to go in there, the ball has to bounce first. If not, it's a point for the opposing team.
And if the player goes in there and hits it, that's also a point for the opposing team.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's get you set as we are going to take our first time out. But when we come back, we will be bringing the action and crown a champion here on CBS Sports Network.
U.S. Open of Pickleball Championships on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Wilson, official sponsor of the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. By Minto, Minto Communities, creating award-winning communities and new homes throughout Florida. And by DecoTurf, official surface of the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships.
And welcome back to Naples, Florida, everybody, as we are proud to bring you the Minto U.S. Open Pickleball Championships, the inaugural event here at East Naples Community Park. And we are about set to get underway, the Mixed Doubles Championship, and it features Sarah Ansberry, and she is being teamed up here this afternoon with the young and upcoming player on the tour, Daniel Moore, and also being opposed by Gigi Lemaster and Dave Weinbach. And Lemaster and Weinbach are in the far court. There's a look at Daniel Moore, and the serve by Sarah Ansberry.
Yep, you can see along here that they're going to be trying to keep it to the girls right now.
Not a lot of dinking going on early on, and we've got a net ball, and it's going to be a point.
1-0-1.
Both of these pairings played very well in reaching this point of the tournament, Rob.
Yeah, they did. They had a lot of former champions that they had to take out and get here and everything. These are some of the best players in the world right now.
If you're not familiar with the rules of pickleball, each side will feature both players get an opportunity to serve before it is a side out, except for on the opening of the match, when the team that wins the serve and goes first on the serve, they only get one player to serve before the side out.
3-0-1.
So you can see part of this. Here they go. They're going to get into the dinking game, trying to set each other up.
Point.
And they let it go out for the point. So a hot start here right now for the team of
4-0-1.
Ansbury and Moore. Again, the game is 2-11. You must win by 2, and the match is a best of 3.
And at this point, someone's going to slow it up a little bit before they get back into that hard game.
Point.
Weinbach with the unforced error there. And Ansbury continues to be
5-0-1.
red hot to start this match. 5 straight points by Ansbury to start. And now we get into a little bit of a dinking game. And the smash by Ansbury.
Timeout at 6-0-1.
And with 6 consecutive points, the team of Weinbach and Lemaster is going to use one of their 2 allotted timeouts. So we will be back after this quick break to Naples, Florida. Dave Benz, Rob Elliott with you from East Naples Community Park, and Ansbury Moore in the first game of this best of 3 championship match. A red hot start.
6-0-1.
Ansbury started with the serve and is not let up. The first time out of 2 allotted taken by Lemaster and Weinbach.
It's great reflections from Dave Weinbach. He's one of the fastest hands out there on the tour.
Point.
And they're going to call that out. And, you know, one of the interesting things here, Rob, is unlike tennis, when a ball hits on the line, the ball does compress in tennis. So
Yes.
you're going to get a lot more friendly
7-0-1.
in calls, whereas the ball doesn't compress here. And it may appear like it could be in. Another unforced error. And how about an 8-0 start here for Ansbury Moore? And make it a 9-0 start. Boy, this is a huge hole for Lemaster and Weinbach.
It is. Sarah Dana just playing perfectly.
9-0-1.
See here, Dan's. There you go. And there's Weinbach trying to cut in with a little more offense.
Second server.
And finally, a side out.
9-0-2.
No, it's actually, excuse me, the serve coming here from Moore now.
All right, there's a
Now
side out
there's a
now.
side out.
All right, we're going to see if Gigi and Dave can make up some ground here.
0-9-1.
And you notice how
There we
they try to avoid going into the kitchen, but a call there is a fault, and the violation puts the first point on the board for Lemaster and Weinbach.
Yeah, that's one of the hard parts of pickleball when you're really there getting aggressive and everything, not to step into that non-volley zone. And right now you can see that they're concentrating, trying to keep the ball to Gigi right now, trying to wait for an unforced error.
Great net play by both teams, and it results in the point. Boy, that was impressive right there, the reflexes on both sides. Another look at it.
Yeah, here we go, and look at his Dave. Just
Back to live action here.
Second
And
server.
that'll end the serving for Lemaster. Now Moore will get a chance to serve for his side.
Yep. You're going to see here Dave's going to get a little more aggressive now, trying to make up some lost ground.
Unforced error there by Ansbury as she tried to get a little bit aggressive herself.
Here they go.
And Rob, you hit on something a few moments ago. So much of this game about patience and trying more to wait for the unforced error on the other side than trying to force the action yourself. And right there it results in the side out.
It really is, and that's the difference between these type of players with some of the non-pro players. Is you're going to see the patience much more, but they can also do a lot more with the ball if it's lower or not right there for them.
Unforced error there, runs it to 10-3, and an opportunity for game point right now for Ansbury and Moore.
So here they go back to their strategy of picking on Gigi. There is a great shot reaction from Gigi.
So that results in the loss of the serve for Moore. It will switch over to Ansbury.
All right, little thing I'm a little surprised here is that Dave's not getting in on the game a little bit there.
And there it is, game point. So the first game goes to Ansbury Moore. They will try to win the match in game 2 after this timeout here on CBS Sports Network.
U.S. Open of Pickleball Championships on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by Pickleball Central. Pickleball Central, the Pickleball Superstore. By Zing Zang, not just another Bloody Mary mix. And by Convention and Visitors Bureau, Florida's Paradise Coast.
Back here in beautiful Naples, Florida, a sun-splashed afternoon. When is it not sun-splashed? That's why they call it the Paradise Coast. And a hot start for the team of Ansbury and Moore as they won game 1 in very handily fashion, 11-3. They'll look to close out the match here if they can win game 2. The tournament is best of 3. And during the timeout, Rob, you were telling me Dan Moore, the #1 ranked player overall in the world, and Sarah Ansbury, the #2 overall women's ranked player in the world right now.
Yeah, that's about where they are. And the big thing we're going to see here is we're going to see if Gigi and Dave's game plan is going to change a little here, if they're going to come with a little different strategy.
Oh, and the around the post shot, and it's played out well by Moore and Lemaster. And how about both of them getting aggressive, trying to smash it, but into the net, and an early point here for Ansbury.
It just didn't work out for him.
Back to live action, and out of bounds, so make it an early 2-0 start here for Ansbury.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see if they do the same thing with this set.
And you said during the timeout also, Rob, you weren't really surprised to see them have such a decisive win in game 1 because they had some impressive scores early on. And speaking of impressive, how about that return by Ansbury?
Yeah, their semifinals match, they kind of rolled over that pretty fast, so it's not, they're just still on their high that they're going on with that match.
Ansbury tries the volley, Lemaster able to save it. And then the smash just does land in bounds. Ansbury is absolutely on fire right now.
She is. I don't think she's even made a mistake yet.
33 years old, out of Portland, Oregon. Was born in California. Played professional tennis for about 10 years as a teaching pro. A couple of years teaching at the NCAA level as well.
You can see here Dave's trying to make a little move there, trying to get the ball.
A lot of dinking going on right now. Explain exactly what a dink is for people who might be watching for the first time, Rob.
So the whole purpose of a dink is to keep it low and everything so nobody can get in there and smash the ball, as you can see Dave just did there. So really what it is a setup. So they're going to constantly move the ball around and dink until somebody puts it up too high.
And he did just get it in on the baseline. And again, when you serve to start the match, your side only gets one player to serve, so it's a side out. And now both players will get a chance to serve respectively.
Yeah, and Dave just did a great move there, reading the ball and the paddle from Dan Moore.
1-4-1.
Gigi Lemaster in the pink, a native of Belgium, one of 7 countries represented here in this tournament, which is a 6-day event and will be here in Naples each of the next 2 years. And folks in Naples hoping well beyond that, but contractually right now, it will be back in 2017, 2018.
Yep. They're doing a great job here. Let's see if someone's going to slow it up.
And out of bounds. And they are using line judges here for the championship rounds here on the Zing Zang Championship Court.
1-4-2.
The rest of the play this tournament did not have line judges, but they bring in the extra officials to help things out for the championship.
Yeah, and you can see there that Dave missed the serve. And the one thing that's a little different with tennis compared to pickball is you only do get one serve, where in tennis you get your 2.
Yeah, the only exception is if you hit the net and it actually does land in the proper zone,
correct,
then you do get a chance to re-serve.
Right, just like in tennis, that's a let ball. Here's Dave trying to get a little more aggressive.
And that's going to be knocked out of bounds, so it will be Moore getting a chance now to serve. for the first time in this game. Another look as Ansbury hits it wide.
When they return the ball, they're kind of putting in the middle, letting Dan get it to try to keep him away from the net, the no volley zone, keep him back a little bit further.
Right now they seem to be trying to pick on LeMaster, keeping
Yeah,
it away from
and it worked.
Dave, and the unforced error there by Ansbury. That's just the fourth unforced error of the match for Ansbury and Moore. Nice smash by Ansbury.
152.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah.
And Moore hits it wide.
Yeah, you're going to see that anytime the ball's floating a little slow, a little high, you're going to see a lot of poaching going on, trying to grab the ball and put it away for a winner.
Unforced error there. And another point as LeMaster and Weinbach trying to make up some ground here. If you're wondering, we talked at the top of the broadcast about the court size and the net, but the equipment, paddles are made of high-tech composite. They can be any width or length as long as the total width and length doesn't exceed 24 inches. And the ball made of plastic, diameter of 2 7/8 to 3 inches wide.
Here we go.
And a little bit too strong there by Ansbury as it is out.
Yeah, she's starting to make a couple mistakes here and there.
532.
Ansbury has been terrific on the serve, though, so far here today. We'll try to extend her success here in the net. And then pushed out by Weinbach. So another point for Ansbury.
And you can notice here with these players is that they're not taking any chances on their serve. They're just getting the serve in nicely because it's really not worth losing a point by going for a hard serve.
Well, especially at this point, if you're Ansbury and Moore and you've got a 1-0 lead overall in the match and you're up 6-3 in game 2.
Yeah, you can take a few more chances and maybe go for it, but even players at this level know that when you're competing against people at the same caliber on the other side, a hard serve's not going to benefit you at all.
And as we talked about in game 1, you'll talk to so many of these players, Rob, and it'll be all about patience, patience, patience in this sport.
Yes, it is.
So much of it is a chess match as much as it is a physical match.
Yeah, a lot of people use the chess as an analogy. You know, in the beginning here, you're just moving your pawns around until you can try to get the queen to make the kill shot, which looks like Gigi just went for.
Nice play on both sides.
Oh, there's a great angle.
LeMaster finally able to come up with the shot to put it away.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
361.
Up, you can look here, Gigi just set herself up for that.
Second server.
And out.
And Dave just missed, I believe, his second serve.
You're right, he did it in the first game as well.
Yeah.
And LeMaster unable to catch up with that one from Ansbury, so the serve will go back over. It'll be a chance possibly to try and close things out here for Ansbury and Moore.
It's going to be interesting if the strategy here is going to change at all.
LeMaster tries to go around the post. It doesn't matter as it was out. So now Moore will serve.
632.
It's been a long day, a long tournament for these players who have played multiple matches here today to get to this championship match. And a point there for Moore gets it to 7-3. You were playing earlier today in the mixed doubles.
Yeah, we won a couple, but we made it about halfway through the draw. It's just tough competition out there. All the best of the best are here playing in this tournament. And we're going to see if Gigi's going to have a little more patience here. A little wait for the shot.
And knocked out by LeMaster, making an 8-3 score and 3 points away from winning the mixed doubles and the inaugural U.S. Open Championships here for Ansbury and Moore.
Got it.
Oh. Gigi throws in her first. Oh, there we go, and it worked. She threw in the lob.
Beautifully set up. Yeah, she set up the lob, got her going backwards,
Right.
and then was able to get the smash.
381.
So the serve goes over to Weinbach. And the master unable to come up with that one.
Yeah, that's a great shot by Sarah. I mean, one of the top strategies is trying to hit at people's feet. So that's either they're going to make them miss it or pop it up. And Sarah just executed it perfectly.
That's a great strategy there as well by Moore as he hit one that LeMaster couldn't handle.
8-3-1.
Yeah, LeMaster is probably one of the most seasoned top players out there. She's been playing for a long time.
Unforced error by Moore, and now the serve will go over to Moore. That one was just in. And another unforced error, back to back by Moore, and the serve over to Weinbach, who is a Wisconsin native. Discovered pickleball when his parents transplanted themselves from Wisconsin to the Phoenix, Arizona area, and he went to visit his father, was playing tennis, and heard the noise of the pickleball court, and went to investigate. Said, you know what, I'm going to give this a try, and was addicted, as most people become the second that they step on a pickleball court.
Yeah, and he got more addicted than most because he ended up putting a court in his backyard.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And he's introduced it to people in the upper Midwest.
Yeah, now he's fighting for time with his sons. They all try to fight and stay on the court and play as much as they can. It's just a great family sport.
Weinbach has 3 boys, Jake, Ryan, and Sam.
9-3-1.
Dave, really a great personality. Got a chance to chat with him last night, and extremely friendly, extremely talkative. And that shot a little bit long, out of bounds.
9-3-2.
So now Moore, as his team needs 2 points to win the championship. Oh, what a dig
reaction.
out by LeMaster.
All right, and here they go back to the chess game, just waiting for somebody to pop the ball up a little too high. Oh, and they force Dan back. The whole idea is you want to be as close as you can to the net. As soon as someone gets back, you end up losing the point. So
great play by LeMaster there as well, as she negates the lob.
Yeah, that was a great play for them, being able to force Dan back to the baseline.
And it gets them back to serve. Great teamwork there by LeMaster and Weinbach.
So it looks like they're trying to see how they can do now by dinking with Dan instead of Sarah. Yep. Trying to keep Dan away from the middle of the net there.
Oh, and the unforced error. So now LeMaster will serve for her side.
Yep. Yeah, Dave set that up pretty good, but just couldn't execute the last shot.
Ooh, and then Dave tries to get aggressive, and he hits it into the net. So the point for LeMaster Weinbach as they try to dig out of this hole. Gigi LeMaster was the high money winner in this sport back in 2013. And gets another point for her side.
Yeah,
Master playing high school sports in Belgium growing up, mainly volleyball and swimming. Picked up pickleball in 2010.
Here they go. You can see Gigi getting a little bit more aggressive, looking for the opening.
Timeout at 6-9-2.
That timeout is going to be taken here as Ansbury and Moore want to try and stop the momentum of LeMaster and Weinbach. Back to Naples after this timeout.
U.S. Open of Pickleball Championships on CBS Sports Network is being brought to you by the U.S. Open. Save the date for the 2017 U.S. Open Pickleball Championships in Naples, Florida, April 25th through 30th. By Paddle Tech, the official paddle of the U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. And by Pickleball X, powered by Franklin Sports.
Back trying to dig out of a big hole early on here. They blew game 1 11-3, but coming back in game 2, now a 9-6 score here at East Naples Community Park. And the side out will get it back over to Ansbury and Moore. So good use of the timeout by them to try and stop the momentum.
Yeah, it really does work. A lot of people use the timeouts for that reason, just to break the momentum.
You get 2 timeouts per side here in pickleball. And the unforced error, so
Yeah.
now a point away from the championships. Championship point right now for the team of Ansbury and Moore, trying to go into the record books as the first ever Open Division mixed doubles champions in the U.S. Open of Pickleball.
And you can see both guys standing in the middle of the court looking for the ball.
Great reaction by Moore.
Up, and Sauer goes for it, and that's it.
There it is, championship point. And they celebrate at center court. Ansbury and Moore win it 11-3, 11-6.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. To be able to do this caliber, do it in straight sets.
Please stay in your seats for the medal presentation.
It was impressive to say the least, and what a game it was. Take a look at championship point. Both sides trying to get aggressive. Great reaction there by Moore to keep it going.
Yeah, he really did a great job keeping the pressure on LeMaster and Wine back there.
And congratulations to that pair. We're going to have the presentation, and we'll hear from them coming up after this timeout here on CBS Sports Network. And back here in beautiful Naples, Florida, let the history books show the first ever mixed doubles champions in the U.S. Open of Pickleball are Sarah Ansbury and Daniel Moore, and they do it in decisive fashion, 11-3, 11-6 in 2 games in the best of 3 in the championship match. And there you see some of the stats, only 11 unforced errors and 22 unforced errors on the other side did in the team of LeMaster and Weinbach here in the championship round. And welcome back inside the Zing Zang Championship Court. We're happy to have the champions with me. And Sarah, let's begin with you because you began this match in unbelievable fashion. You ran off, I believe, 8 straight points to start game 1.
Yeah, it was really comfortable, and I think the excitement and just being on the court, we're ready to play this. We were really stoked for the final. We wanted to come out like 100%, and you know, it felt really, really, really good, and a lot of consistency in our game, and it was so important for us to come out strong and not make a lot of errors and just be a strong, solid start so we could finish solid all the way through.
Well, it was impressive. Daniel, let's get to you. There was aggressive play on both ends. You guys were trying to finish it. The other side was trying to get back in it, but I thought one of the key moments in the match was the strategy you guys used to call a timeout in game 2 when they had a little bit of momentum going.
Yeah, they had a run going, and we thought it would be a good time to just kind of cool things off, get our talk about our strategy again, slow it down, and we got the side out right away, and then we're able to finish it, I think, a couple side outs later. So it's good.
You closed out the match. It was impressive. All right, let's bring in Collier County Commissioner Penny Taylor, who has an awards presentation for the two. A little bit of prize money, Penny.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Wait a minute. I'm going to give Dan yours and you to Sarah. This is such an honor. Congratulations. You have put pickleball on the map, and certainly here in South Florida. It's such an exciting game, and you've added to it. I kind of figure these are the dream team, you know? Beautiful, beautiful job, and it's my honor to present this check to you.
All right, Penny, and we're thrilled to have you in Collier County welcoming in the Minto's U.S. Open Pickleball Championships. Congratulations to you both once again. I know you both are going to play some more pickleball here this afternoon. That's going to do it for our broadcast here on CBS Sports Network. Don't forget, you can catch much more about the Pickleball Championships by going to USOpenPickleballChampionships.com. For Dave Benson, Rob Elliott, and the rest of our CBS Sports Network crew, thanks for watching here from Naples, Florida.